Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Celina Pereira. I love makeup and I'm from Sydney, Australia. So today's video is going to be on this really grungy smoked out look with a ton of blue brown shimmer on the lid. I'm so excited for this look. I just wanted to do something really different, really smoky, really grungy, but wanted to tie a little bit of blue into this look, and I love the way that it turned out. It is super dramatic, but I love a bit of drama, and I am absolutely obsessed with this look. Now before I get into this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment down below on what you want to see next from me. And if you guys want to learn how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so I've already gone ahead and done my brows off camera and one eye off camera. I've also primed my eyelids already using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden, which I've set with a translucent powder like I always do. So for today's look, we're going to be working with the Tarteist Pro palette, and that's what it looks like here. It's a really great size palette, mostly matte with a few shimmers. And the shimmers are really, really intense on this. The mattes blend out really beautifully. So I think it's a great palette, especially for traveling. So to start off with, I'm going to go into the shade Innocent. And I'm using my Morphe R40 brush. And I'm just going to take this to the outer corner and into the crease. And this is going to be my transition shade. So I really want to make sure this is really nicely blown out. And I want this shadow to be really winged out. So I'm going to make sure that I flick it out for every single shade, starting with the transition shade. Next, I'm going to dip into this shade here, which is called Whimsy, and I'm taking a Morphe R37 brush, and I'm just going to go over the top of that, but bringing this slightly lower. I'm not going to blend this up as high as what I did with the shade Innocent. Now I'm going to take this shade here called Edgy, and I'm using a MAC 286 for this. I'm going to hold my brush like this, and I'm going to dust this really into the crease. And this brush is really great for getting in the crease because it's really nice and tapered, and it's a duo fiber brush as well, so it's going to deposit a good amount of product but also blend. Taking that also into the outer corner of the eye and then connecting it back up to the crease. Taking my R40 again and just blending that all out so I've got no harsh lines. I'm going to go into this shade here called Mod, to my R37 from Morphe, and I'm basically just going to go over wherever I place that dark brown shade called Edgy in all those same areas, because now I want to bring that really raspberry tone into this look. And between every single shade I go in with my R40 just to make sure everything is really nice and blended, because it does have a little bit of that remaining transition shade on it, so it's really going to help make sure that everything is seamless, blended, and that way there's no harsh lines. And always being sure to wing out that shadow as well. And don't worry if it gets messy, because we're going to clean it up later on, and the technique that I use to clean up is so easy. Now going back into the palette, I'm going to be taking this shade here called Vamp and this one up here called Smoked, and I'm going to mix this together, and I'm using a Morphe E18 brush to apply them. And I'm going to basically start by adding this shadow to that outer corner of the eye. Now I'm going back into my R37, and I'm going to take the shade Mod, and I'm going to use that to really blend that out. And now is when I'm going in with quite a bit of that shade Mod, because I really want to make this really dramatic and dark, smoky and grungy. And I really just want to keep on doing that until I feel it's really nicely blended and I've got that real intensity that I really want. Next, I'm going to mix Mod and Drama together, and again just do the same thing just to add a bit more darkness and intensity. So from the palette, I'm going to go into this shade here called Trendy, and I'm going to take this is a MAC 248 brush, and I'm going to load that brush up really, really well. Actually spritz the brush with a little bit of Fix Plus and apply that to the lid, and you can see how stunning this shade is. It goes so beautifully with the warm tone browns because it does have that really nice brown undertone. I'm going to take our Morphe M330. This one looks like here. It's just a really nice tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Trendy with no Fix Plus, just dry, and I'm going to go ahead and just blend out that inner corner of that shade, and it's going to deposit a bit of product just into the crease, just of this inner corner, just so it's a little bit more smoky, and you can see the difference there. It's a little bit more smoky and not so precise and cut like a cut crease is. So now I want to go ahead and just intensify that shadow just a little bit more. So I'm going to take the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Highlighting Palette, Sapphire, and it's the blue shade right here. You can see it has that little bit of that blue, and I'm also going to spritz it with a bit of Fix Plus like that, and you can see how much that pops. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that shadow dry, and I'm going to apply it over the top again just to intensify that a little bit more. And then going back in with that blending brush with no extra product, and I'm just going to blend out that edge. Next, going back in with my Morphe R37, and this time I'm making a mix of Mod, Drama and Smoked together, and I'm just going to pop these in the outer corner of the eye just to diffuse. Now, because as you can see, I've made a bit of a mess in this outer corner, I'm just going to crisp that up, and honestly the easiest technique that I always use is I just grab a makeup wipe and I just wrap my finger around it like this, and then I just go along the base of where I want that shadow to end, and I just extend it out. And as you can see, that shadow's become really sharp now, just like the other eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes, and I'm using the VELOUR lashes, Guilty Lashaholic lashes. They're really full and really dramatic, but they look awesome with this look. Just while those lashes settle in and dry, I'm going to take this shade from the palette called Classic, and I'm just using a MAC 239, and I'm just going to apply this to the brow bone just for a subtle brow bone highlight. I'm just going to take my Inglot kohl liner, this one is black, number 1, and I'm just going to apply this just to the upper waterline. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup off camera, and I'll be back to do the lower lash line. The shade Whimsy, which was that nice warm orangey brown shade, and I'm taking a Sephora Pro smudge brush, number 11, and I want to connect this up with what we've got going on that upper lash line. Now taking my MAC 286 and going into the shade Mod. I want to make this really nice and grungy, so I want to blend this down pretty far. Then taking my Morphe R40, going into Innocent, and just giving that a final little blend just to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. Last step in this eye look is to apply some lower lash mascara, so I'm going to take my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Now I do already have highlight on, and the one I'm using is from ColourPop. It's the shade Flexitarian, but I do want to apply something extra on top of this just to make it pop a little bit more. So I do want to go back into my Kat Von D palette again, and I'm going to just take my Morphe M510, and I'm going to go back into Blue Sapphire, and I just want to pop this just on the very tops of the cheekbones just to help complement what's going on in the eyes. And wow, that looks amazing. And I also just want to take a bit of this also in the inner corners of the eye, so just take a little bit of that shade as well. This is a Morphe M431, and just, oh wow. Now for the lips, I want to go in with something a little bit more on the nude side, so I'm going to take MAC's lipstick in the shade Taupe. That's what it looks like there. I'll apply that. Now I'm going to go over that with a gloss. This is the MAC Lustre Glass in the shade Love Nectar. Alright guys, now that is it for this look. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on anything that I post. Make sure you also leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. And if you guys want to follow me on my other social media, please check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and Pinterest. That all is Celina J. Pereira. And until the next one, I love you guys. Mwah!